All right, can everybody hear me? Hear me, hear me, hear me. That camera is quite askew. Not that it matters. All right. Just give me a quick something if you guys can hear me. Got a couple of things to do today. It's not going to be super intense. It's going to be kind of casual. But what we're going to do is, you've probably noticed, wait, everybody here okay? Yes, sir. Okay, good. Thank you. We're going to turn something, and then we are going to try a polish that we just stocked up today called Magic Juice. A lot of you guys have already used it, so that's great. I've used it a couple times when visiting people, but now we have it at Turner's, so that's going to be very cool. So we're going to do that. We do have a little bit of follow-up to the past few live streams. Tim's going to talk about the bowl he turned last week and answer a couple of questions that came in and show a couple of things on that. And then I've got a couple of the past live streams I did to show you and kind of give a couple follow-up things on that. Yes, sir.
I'll leave you a message on the board.
Okay. Tim will leave a message. Facebook or YouTube?
Phone call.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And we will go through that. So first we're going to turn this pen. This is a We the People pen for someone. We're doing this for a special project for someone. We're going to do that. We're going to polish it, and then we're going to go through this other stuff. And if you haven't noticed, has anyone noticed? Hey, Chris, how's it going? That's Chris from Easy Wood. We'll be using Easy Wood today, by the way. Has anyone noticed this giant, oh, that's not good. This giant wheel in the background? We've got some giveaways to do from the past couple giveaways. So I think we're giving away, where did I put everything? 2 hats, 2 pocket knives, and some keychains and some different things. So that's only going to be for the live viewers. We're not going to do it for later because it was too hard to go back and get all the things down. So Chris, when we get to that, Chris is assisting me today. He's behind the camera. I'll have you read me off names of who's chatting in the chat. So you want to make comments when we get close to the live stream, or when we get close to the giveaways. Chris will give me your name. I'll put it on the board. We'll spin the wheel for a prize, and then we'll do it all over again. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. And my mom is on. Hello, Mom. So that's good. But let's do this first. Let me grab, oh, the one thing I didn't grab was my glasses. Give me one sec here. Unprepared.
These will work.
All right. So you'll need a pen and paper, Chris, if you want to grab that in the meantime. All right. So as we have been the last couple weeks, turning on a record power Herald. Awesome lathe. We have these in stock. It's kind of been our favorite go-to lathe here, and plus it's in the place where we shoot the video, so that makes it good too. A couple shout outs. Hello, we got Chris, Tim. Hey Tim. Tammy, how are you? You don't have to go back to work, it's okay. Ian, Mike, we got a whole bunch of people on here. This is great. Stick around, guys, even through the boring stuff, because we're going to be spinning the wheel very soon. And you get to hear that cool sound. So, hey Ed, how's it going? All right, so what I'm going to do is turn this little We the People blank, and I'm going to use my Easy Wood tools. This is a Easy Wood Mini with the CI2. Nope, CI2. Should have gone with my gut there. CI2 square radius. So it's not flat, it's got the slight radius to it. And I like this, so let me show you guys this. This is kind of a cool thing. You could of course sand this blank round or sand the corners off of it. This is cast in a P-Town subby mold, so it basically has two round sides here and then two square sides here. And this is an old blank. This is polyester resin, which I haven't cast any polyester resin in years, so this one's been around a little while. It has a little yellow tint to it, but that's going to turn right off here in just a sec. But what you're going to see is I'm going to rough this thing. I'm going to rough this with it. And it's going to chip the heck out of it. Well, I shouldn't say the heck out of it, but it's going to chip it up a little bit. And I'm going to kind of make it go a little chippier. It's actually turning quite smooth for being so old. I like to use these old blanks because they have a cool look to them. The way I used to do them, they look really weathered. So I kind of have a little stash of these that I use for special things. So all I've done is knock the corners off here. All that noise was for very little removal. And you can see I've got like half a round that I created. And you probably can't tell, but it's a little bumpy and a little crispy. And that's the old polyester resin. It's really, really dry. It's not like turning Alumilite or liquid diamonds that turns like butter. This is like turning a cheap Chinese acrylic that's cool looking, but really hard. But now with my Easy Wood, I'm going to bring this in here, and I can make just a couple of passes. And you can already see the strings coming versus the little chips. Strings and ribbons are good, that means you're round. But we went from bumpy and chippy and brittle, and in just two passes, now we are round and almost all the way. Look at that little P-Town subby still peeking out there. Dang it, Fred. Always have to throw Fred in there. All right, so yeah, cheap Chinese acrylic with some stink on it for sure. You know it's an old polyester blank the second you turn it because they do stink. Can you smell it, Chris?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, these reek. Part of the reason I don't use polyester resin anymore is the smell. I actually like the way they finish up. They're very clear and they polish amazing, but they'll stink you out of the whole place. And the stink lingers. So don't ever cast polyester resin in your basement or your house or your garage. Do it outside because it will stink up forever. But that's polyester resin froth right there. I forget what they call that, swarf? I don't know. There's a name for it, believe it or not. Feels like I got a little vibration there from something. Is that tight? All right, we're getting there. These glasses are dark. It's weird. Something's vibrating on me. I'm not sure what it is. I think Chris was the last one to use the lathe. Chris, bring your finger over here. Everybody, you want to see what Chris did last? Put your right here. Chris did this ring. You gotta like move it and like show it off. Chris just made this. Was it your second or third?
Second ring.
Second. Oh, there we go. Back over. Hard to show it off on the camera, right?
Yeah.
He did a watch part steampunk on black ceramic. It looks awesome. So look for that video in the future because it looks killer. Now I want to make one. So anyway, we're almost done here. If you guys have any questions, past or present, feel free to throw them up. We're trying to watch today a little better than we did the last couple times. We're almost done here. Chris, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was that ring?
The actual inlay?
Yeah.
Probably like a 6 or a 7.
Okay, that's not bad. You said the inlay was a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
Polishing
It's
is no
time
problem, right?
consuming, honestly.
Yeah. So you just want to make it look good.
Yeah.
You want to make it look right. Okay. That's it. That thing is turned. I'm going to move that because last time I set it there, we ended up with a half a carbide when it fell off. Okay. So we're going to polish this guy up. Got some sandpaper. I'm starting out with 800. So I go straight from carbide to 800 and then I go to polishing. Now normally I would go to Zona, but today we're going to do Magic Juice. And with a name like that, actually one thing I do want to do, I'm going to turn this off and take my bushings out. I don't like to sand my bushings. I don't know why. You just don't need to. I don't know. My hand's wet. All right. Okay. Oh, I gotta slow this thing way down too, because we're at 3,700. There we go. About 1,000. Which feels so slow. All right, so all I'm doing is taking out any little waves or ridges that I might have created. Sounds like the mailman's pulling up. All right. Again, I'm not trying to just bore you guys with a quick pen turning, but this is for a special thing that we're doing. So I wanted to turn this quick and have a little video of it. Hey, Paul.
How's it going?
Good.
Mad Lovers is swamping you guys today.
Oh, I know. We have a pretty cool mailman. We're pretty lucky. I don't know about the rest of the mail system, but Paul's cool. All right, so all I'm doing is smoothing this out. It feels pretty smooth. Ready to go?
Looking good?
Yes, sir.
Right there in the middle tray.
There's a lot going on.
Thank you.
There's yelling.
Got
There's
something
yelling
going
and fighting going on out there.
Got something going up front?
No,
No.
we're live, so I was trying to make it dramatic full.
You are?
Yeah. You can come wave if you want.
I'm fine.
Right here, this camera.
Oh, Paul. I'm shy.
All right. Paul doesn't want to wave.
We'll have to bring the world to Paul next time.
Next time, Paul will be on it.
I appreciate it.
All right, so these, there's 6 bottles in this.
Take care, guys.
See you, Paul.
Bye, Paul.
There's 6 bottles in this. I'm just gonna put 2 right here so you guys can see them. They're numbered, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Step 1, Chris, which one is this? 1. Put a little on. That was a trick question. So that's it right there. And what's cool about this stuff, I noticed right away, you can kind of feel the abrasiveness as it goes on. You can feel the grit kind of doing its thing on the surface. And that's after 1 grit. I'm going to put them back so I don't misuse the same one over and over. But that's after 1 grit. It already looks pretty shiny. So it's pretty cool how quickly it works. And you saw how long I used it there for. Whoops, that was way too much. That's too much. You only need a little dot. But it's important to show y'all. Yeah, this is polyester resin I'm doing here. So this stuff works on aluminite, epoxies, whatever you got going. And we have it in 3 sizes: the 10 mil sampler, the 1 ounce, and the 2 ounce. And I would recommend getting a sampler to try it, and then get the 2 ounce because you're going to want the bigger. That's all you need. You're going to want the bigger size. Trying to go around this tool rest that's in my way. I'll get this lathe nice and dirty for Tim. So, because I think he's putting a bowl on here in a minute. All right. So that is step 3. Step 3. Step 4.
So Pat wants to know if you've ever turned a stone template.
Stone. So yes. Well, yes and yes. There's true stone and sim stone, which is a stone-like mixture where they mix stone dust into resin. As far as actual stone, the only thing I've ever turned, and I did a few back in the day and they were really cool, but it was real hit or miss, was alabaster, which I think is alabaster, also called soapstone. But what would happen is when I would turn it, it would look really cool, but it would have all these cracks in it, which if they didn't break was great, but sometimes they would crack and break because it's so thin, there's just not much left. But I did turn alabaster. When I was doing a lot of shows, I turned it many times for shows, and it always did really well. All right, number 5. Oh yeah, here, this is, man, Tim's on the ball. This is sim stone. These are kind of colored, but you can see this one is supposed to look like, you know, red and white jasper or something, but it's not solid stone, it's stone dust mixed with resin. You can see that blank's pretty shiny, can't you? Just from there. So this is step 5. This one's different, it's gray. Whoops. You can see that gray dot.
I also want to know, how well does this work on rings?
Yes, 100%. Anything you would do like Zona or micro mesh on, you can do with this. It will work on rings, pens. If you have an epoxy finish on something, you could polish it with this. Anything like that. You don't want to use it on bare wood. It'd just be like you wouldn't use any other polish on bare wood. That's, you know, because wood's porous, it'll get in there. All right, the last one, number 6. Whoa, geez, I keep putting way too much on. Oh well.
Really get that polish.
Do what?
Really get that polish.
I'm just going through some shots here to give you guys production value. There we go. So much production value. All right.
5 more cameras so you can just keep it.
Yeah, we need a bunch more. Let's see, any other questions? Sorry, just got here. Steven, what are you doing getting here late? A couple things, what we're doing. I just turned this little pen. It's for a special person. It's a We the People bolt action made out of polyester resin. It's one of my really older casts, but I really dig the colors on them, so I have a few stashed away. I just polished it with magic juice, which that's a pretty good little shine if I do say so myself. You can see how quick that was. Chris, you did Zona on your ring.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty fast right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was incredibly fast.
And it's shiny. It's real nice. So I think the recipient will like this, especially once it's on a pen. So again, that was Magic Juice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 2 ounce, which if you really did the opposite of what I did and controlled yourself and just put a dot on there, this will last you forever, which it's a good deal. Speaking of good deal, the sampler is like $12. The 1 ounce is 30, and the 2 ounce is around 50. But you're talking years worth there. So that was that. That was easy. Now, any other questions on that? You see any other that I missed?
Let's see. Dominic wants to know what's the MOH of the Simstone blade.
The what?
The MOH.
MOH. I think that stands for hardness, I have no idea. I'd have to look and see if I could find out. It's not very hard. It's almost like turning a hard acrylic. It's not like stone at all. It turns relatively smooth and it polishes really nice is the thing. The finished product looks nothing like those blanks because they're kind of like matte and hazy, and when you're finished they're shiny and smooth because you can just shine them like a rock. Like literally like a rock. We were just using magic juice for those that just popped in. Hello, Mr. Stanley.
Also, someone wants to know how the denim blanks turn.
The denim blanks. We're going to talk about that in one sec, so hold on one sec to that question. Somebody asked about deep epoxy. So let me tell you my thoughts on epoxy because I've done a ton of casting here with epoxy for small stuff, and I've also done several river tables with big deep channels. No epoxy is deep epoxy. Even ones that are called deep pour epoxy can't be poured full depth. And epoxies will vary greatly depending on where you're using them. So somebody in one place might have real good luck with brand X, and then they might try it here and it will fail, or it'll warp, it'll curve, it'll do whatever, full of bubbles. So you kind of have to try what works in your area. Now we use liquid diamonds here a lot for the deep stuff because it works really well, and it works really well with our turning stuff. So that's why we sell liquid diamonds, that's why we like it so much. If it didn't work well, we wouldn't do that. But deep pour typically means an inch. And to me, an inch is not deep. Like when you have a 3-inch deep river, that's deep, 3 inches. But you can't pour them all at once. The other thing is all epoxies, whether they have UV inhibitors or not, all epoxies will yellow over time. It's just the nature of epoxy. They continue curing forever. They're a thermocure and they continue curing, especially if they're in any kind of sun or UV light area, they're gonna get yellow eventually. That's why people tint them and do things like that to offset the yellow. So I hope that helps. What was the question actually? Yeah, so epoxy, if you have any other questions, let me know specifically if I didn't get that. But the words on the blank are "We the People." It's the preamble that we have on the blank for Bolt Action, Sierra, different ones. All right. Let's see. Stacy uses magic juice on denim blanks after CA. Absolutely. Anything you use regular polish on, you can use the magic juice on. Works great on CA finish, for sure. Let's show you a couple things here. So these are gonna get dirty. These are from the last couple of live streams. This is speaking of denim, so this is one of Ken Frisbee's micartas. This is the crazy micarta. Probably my new favorite, black and white. It almost looks like Damascus because it's so tight. I don't know how Ken does it. I don't really want to know because he's like a magician over there with this stuff. And he's got a new color coming to us, which is going to be phenomenal. But yeah, this is a CA finish. I did polish this one with Zona because I hadn't got the stock of magic juice in, but this is Zona. It'll work just the same with magic juice. So that's on a field click, which also just came back in. I actually turned this blank live a couple weeks ago, but I've been waiting for the kits to get back in stock, and now they're here, so we made that. This was the other blank I showed that same day. This is micarta and Fordite segmented with our little segmenting sheets that we have. So it really adds a cool look to it, and that's on a black Monarch Grande, and that has a cool look. It kind of looks like a little chunk of Damascus in the middle there, but it's actually fabric. So if you're CA finishing them, definitely use the magic juice. If you're not CA finishing them, treat them like wood, which you're going to want to do some kind of finish, and pretty much CA is your best choice on micarta. If anyone else has anything that's really good on micarta, let us know. But yeah, that's a CA finish, so I would do that. And then this was the Choya from 2 weeks ago, and I finally got time to assemble it, and it's on a Junior Hamilton, and that's just purple resin cast in the Choya. Some people called in after that for Choya bags. We do still have Choya bags. I think they're $10 for quite a few pieces in a bag. And we'll get those on the website soon, but you can always call in and get them if that's something you're after. Let's do a couple of giveaways. And then we'll do a couple giveaways now. We'll have Tim come out here and do his thing. And then we'll do a couple more at the end just to make you stay till the end. Because Chris, you can only win if you're what? Watching.
Watching and
Live. All right, so everybody make a quick comment about the giveaway or something so we know who's in the room. All right, Chris, we'll give away a Turner's Warehouse hat first.
Ooh, nice hat.
Turner's Warehouse, where are we at? What camera?
We're
Oh,
at
one.
currently.
So we got a couple of hats. You're fine there. A couple of hats we're gonna do. Trucker style, flex fit style. This one is the first one. It's the flex fit hat. So give me some names when you start to see them. And you're on YouTube. I'm on Facebook here. Okay, Tony's here. We got Tony. We'll go till we fill it up. How about that? Tony. Let's see. Mike, Robert. Mike.
We got IDB Fly. That's just one
Is
word.
it- What is that?
IDB Fly.
I'm just gonna put fly. How about that?
That works.
Todd. Tim, can you bring me a new marker? My marker's not
I
working.
know. I also got Don on it. I'm just gonna write it down over order operations.
Hold on, I got a marker here. Let's see if this one works. It's live, people. There's gonna be problems. All right. Todd, that one works. Let's see, Rosetta, Scott.
Good.
I'm gonna abbreviate some of your names so you'll know who you are. Tim is here. Tim Phillips.
Dominic,
Dom.
Eric,
James. Doug. All right, we're almost full. Keep them coming. Anybody else?
Eric,
Eric, Stacy.
Oh, did you want a dry erase marker?
Yeah.
Eddie,
Sorry. Who?
and Eddie.
Eddie.
And I got a Pat.
Pat. We got one more space. Amy.
There
Sorry,
we go.
Amy got the last space. We're gonna do more. Don't worry. All right. Can you see this okay on the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
All the names.
Doing
all right.
it live.
Here's who's in it. Scott, Rosetta, Todd, Fly, something. Mike, G, Tony, Amy, S, Pat, Eddie. Oh,
Oh,
man.
no.
Our thing just fell off.
This is amazing.
This is real life, people. This is how it works. That'll teach us for not getting the wheel out more often. Okay. Anyway, everybody's on there.
Oh, I see.
All right, Tim, you ready?
Go, 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 go.
This is the dot here.
I should have had it when I put dress.
No.
Amy S.
Amy.
Which I think there's only one Amy S in there, not my Amy. Amy Shoot, S-H-U-T-E, won the flex hat. I don't want to put it up there, it'll get all dusty. All right, Amy's coming off there. Who else can we add? Let's add another person.
Well, I think that's everybody on my side.
Everybody on
I
yours is
didn't
on?
get in before one in.
Oh,
What's
we got
that?
Tyler Coy. Hold on.
Tyler Coy.
Tyler and Coy are going in one. If they win, they got to duke it out. So it'll be Thunderdome. If you win this, Tyler and Coy, you guys got to fist it out, see who wins.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
And this will be for Turner's pocket knife.
Ooh, nice.
Doug! Doug was on my side, I think.
Dang, I haven't gotten any of the
I think it was Douglas Allen. Douglas Allen from
Douglas
Facebook.
Allen.
Pocket knife. Doug Allen. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to erase this. After Tim goes over what he has, we will do some more drawings.
That's great.
What do you need from me? Anything?
I'm good.
All right. I'll take this off camera so you can do your thing. I'm gonna start it over again.
All right.
Definitely show your bowl too.
Show the bowl, huh? All right, everybody. See where I am?
Hi, Tim.
Hi, everybody. So last week you got to see me turn a bowl, and I did get it finished, so I will show that to you. But last week we were talking about a technique. One of my friends popped in and said use the pencil technique to show angle or direction of cut. That was a good point from Jeff. I hadn't heard that technique, so he and I talked about it, and it makes perfect sense. So I'm actually going to show you what that looks like. And essentially, it's just a technique to help you show the direction you're going to cut with your tool. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But essentially, it will help you lay it out or line it up and know how far you need to position your tool when you're going to work with it. So let me go ahead and show you what that's about and how that works real quick. So I'm going to take this out and get all set up with that.
Don't mind me.
Who? Who you? Who did? I wasn't even in that aisle.
Wow, did you guys see what Tim just did? Holy cow, that was everything too.
That was
Literally everything.
Woo.
Yeah.
We're gonna be right back. Can you change that? Wow, there's dye everywhere. Everything.
You said we wouldn't use the BRB screen.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, the dye is
done?
the dye is.
We're live.
Oh, here we are.
So that was totally my fault. The spinning wheel has new artwork on it. It now has wood dye features.
Those are the bonus.
Those are the bonus. So dye does die, just so y'all know.
Eric wants to say, I want to congratulate you on not saying the words I say when that happens.
Oh, I was thinking of it. For sure.
All right, so now last week when I was doing this, I had a longer tool rest with me. Do we have a longer one back here? I don't think so. That's all right. I was showing a technique with using the bevel of the bowl gouge with trying to get, showing you the angle of cut. So let me grab a bowl gouge here so I can show you what I was talking about. Okay, so here is the bowl gouge I was talking about, and what I was talking about here. Now, let's see, is this two? That's one. Okay.
Oh, that's right. It's on there.
Where are we here? Let's do this. Okay. So right here, I don't know. I'm going to try to do this. It'll focus a little bit better here. This is going to be your angle of cut here when you're looking at this. So let me show you what that looks like. You can use, if you're just trying to figure this out, maybe position.
Oh, did you move the lathe?
Well, somebody who dropped everything moved the lathe.
I didn't move it. I mean, it wasn't that far back.
Let's see. This is my foot.
It must have. You got to go back.
Yeah.
You do it the other way. No, here.
Okay, no, actually this will look right here. So, you can see what I'm doing right here, right?
Let me help you here.
Sorry, everybody.
There.
All right. So just from sheer experience, I know that this is going to be my angle of cut and this is where I'm going. As you're learning to turn, and it may be hard to figure that out, what you can do is you can do a long rod, or what my friend Jeff said, is use a pencil. So I'm using this knockout bar as an example here, but you can tell my angle of cut. So if I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be and what my angle of cut's going to be, because I want to match the outside profile of the bowl, I'm going to try to match that as best I can. But that does two things for me. It lets me know my angle of cut, but it also lets me know my tool handle position here. So you can see that if your angle is like this, you know that you're going to be way back here, and you know that you're going to have to position yourself like this. Now obviously this headstock swings outboard, but if you are on another lathe that does not swing outboard, your tool position may end up looking like this when you're leaning over to get started. So if you're not sure of your angle of cut and you want to match the outside profile of your bowl, you just take this pencil, or a rod in this case, and it's gonna give you an idea, lay your position out, because you can see as I'm matching that the bevel angle, it tells me which direction I'm going to be cutting. Does that make sense? Okay, it makes sense to Chris, and Chris doesn't really turn a lot of bowls yet, so then that's good. So, are there any other questions pertaining on what the techniques I used last week on the bowl turning? So I'm sure some of you want to see the bowl from last week. Since I did finish it.
Go to number one.
Number one. So here it is. This is the bowl I finished from last week. As I mentioned, I was going to do like a little black paint in that bead, and I just sanded it all the way around. So we got a nice little finish. I did a little bit of lacquer on it. Had some nice little spalting figure in it. And not bad for a piece of scrap ash that was just kind of laying around.
What kind of paint you use?
I used a milk paint. This was just a basic milk paint I got from Walmart. But that's that.
Perfect.
If anytime you do have any questions, by all means, give us a call here or email us here, and we'll be happy to respond and take care of that for you. That was pretty much all I had, unless somebody has any specific questions for me regarding this. I'll be happy to take care of it, or answer it, or just go away at this point.
They just want more prizes.
They want more prizes. Okay, I'll get out of the way now.
Give the people cake.
All right. So.
Maybe this time with less clattering.
Yes. Less loud noises. Everybody can see that okay? Yeah, this thing got quite dyed. The floor is also dyed. All right, so we're going to do a couple more giveaways. Let's do another hat, and then we've got another pocket knife and another pocket knife keychain. So we got all kinds of goodies here. So we'll do another... Not our day, huh? All right, Chris, we'll do another hat. So as people pop up there, I'm going to do Facebook here as well. All right, holler out, guys, if you're still in here. Oh, Mr. Frisbee. Mr. Frisbee, I just showed your awesome black and white micarta. Ken just popped in. Okay.
It says to drop everything again.
We got Tim again. Tim, you didn't win before, right? No.
No, I have the winners.
Okay. Tim, Ian, Todd, Tyler,
We got
Tyler.
Eric and Chris.
Say again.
Eric and
Eric.
Chris.
Chris. We got Tony, Robert,
We got
Tony and Nikki.
Fly and Dom.
Fly again, Dom again. We got, who am I missing? Rosetta. We got Mike. Mike, you're on the lucky splotch of black spot.
Oh yeah, that's
So
the
that's
winner
the-
spot.
That could be luck, who knows? Let's see, Charles, did I miss anyone? Melissa. Melissa says happy. Melissa. Wow, that doesn't look like Melissa, but it is.
Nobody has to know.
Charles. We got one space left. Who's still here? We got Mike.
Anybody else? Anybody else? One spot left.
Oh, Lee. Perfect, Lee.
Right. Swipe.
All right. This is for, what do we say, a hat? Another hat? Another hat. We got winner coming. Just so you guys know, this is a terribly inefficient way to do raffles. Fly won!
Alright, good job, bud.
Fly, you'll have to message us your info.
Yeah.
But this is a terrible way to do raffles, but we started using this three or 4 years ago when we had an open house here, and everybody thought it was hilarious and fun. So now we like to break it out. We don't do it enough, so we'll do it more. Okay, Fly, you gotta get erased. Who can we replace Fly with?
Bobby Gannon.
Bobby. Bobby's local. Bobby has a YouTube channel too. Check him out. Everybody, if you have like a Facebook page you want to share or a YouTube channel you want to share, put it in the comments here, and everybody go click on each other and like and subscribe and whatever. All right, here we go. And this is for a pocket knife. Da, 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 da. Wait a minute, Bobby. That was the same spot. Is red like...
Red's going hot.
Red's hot, I guess so. Bobby won. All right, let's do another one. If it's red again, there's the fix is in. Let's do a sampler. This is not for a prize.
No.
All right,
Close. It was close to it, though.
No, that was this one.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Lee, you win a prize. We're just kidding. You'll get a pocket knife, Turner's Warehouse. If you win, if we've said your name, message us because we will not probably find you again. So don't forget to message us. All right, Lee's out, Bobby's out. Let's do another pocket knife. Anybody new come in? We got Scott and Tiffany. Let's do Tiff. I'm abbreviating your name, Tiff. And Scott. I think we already have a Scott. All right, Scott's in the red hot spot. This for the last pocket knife keychain. Oh, the other red. This red was hot now, Tyler. Tyler won. Okay, very cool.
There's another pocket knife?
Do we have another one?
What's that?
All right, let's do one more.
No, let's say, what was...
Oh, that was for a pocket knife.
Okay.
Actually, I know what we got to do. Let's do a Lathe Life shirt. Now, the catch is we're waiting for them to come back from the maker that makes the shirts for us. And we don't have all the sizes, so we may be limited on sizes. Will you zoom that out? Oh, that's it. I'm just going to show this, how easy this is to turn. So we may or may not have your size, but we'll try. We'll do our best. Okay. So anybody new? We got one spot open. How about Mr. Frisbee? Ken, you're on. You're in the hot spot for a Lathe Life shirt. Lathe Life, Lathe Life.
Lathe Life.
There's no way there's like a hot spot, right? Because it's spinning. It's random. Oh, so close, Ken. Eric from YouTube. Eric was on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Sunshine Woodworking. Yeah, everybody, we'll put the be right back, or no, we'll put the end up, and that way everybody can have a minute to click on links and stuff if you want to check out everybody's YouTube. A lot of great stuff out there. That is all I've got today, was just a couple of things and some prizes, so I hope that was fun for everybody. Next week will be a little more in-depth. We got a project that we're going to work on. But this week was kind of a weird week, and we were all really tired. Are you tired? I'm tired.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. We're pooped. But that's a good thing. So thanks for watching. Please check us out normally Thursdays at 4. Contact us anytime online or here at the store. Tim, anything for the group?
I don't think so.
Chris, anything? All right. We will catch you guys next time. We're going to put the stream is ending sign up. That way you guys can click on each other's links so it doesn't end right away. And then we'll cut it off in a few minutes. So thanks for watching, everybody.